crazy shit. I pull up to my house and there's a car in the driveway. I don't know this car. I've never seen this car. Like, it's got a busted front end, busted a back end. I've never seen this fucking thing. Like, but I pull up to my house and it's in my fucking driveway. And as I get to my driveway, it suddenly starts pulling out. Oh man. I got its license plate, but yeah, I'm just waiting on the popo to get here to make a report. That's some crazy shit, man. That's some crazy shit, dude. That ain't that important. You coming to my house trying to get me. Whatever you're trying to do, coming to my house. But seriously, I'm not that special or important. Nothing I say could be that important. But yeah, that's my crazy situation for now. So now I gotta wait for a cop to get here so that I can tell a simple story, show a picture, and have them write down a bunch of things, and that's it. It's a whole mess of like headache that I really did not need. It's gonna make me paranoid for a few days. So great. Yo, just dealing with a situation where I like just pulled up to my house. Well, my mom did. I wasn't driving, but just pulled up to our house, and there is a car that I don't recognize. We don't recognize in the driveway, like in the driveway. So like immediately when we pull up, they pull out. So we had to follow them a bit. I don't know if I should say that. I'm just gonna shut up. But I got their license plate number, and I just made a report. I don't know what it is, but that'll give me paranoia for the next couple days. That's nice. Having some rando ass car in your driveway. Like, maybe I pissed somebody off on one of my live streams. If so, never meant to. I do go off sometimes, but I never really mean it. I'm not about that life. But that was kooky. Pulling up to my driveway, having a random car in it that I don't recognize. But like, and like, you know, so it's just like, what the fuck? But I got the license plate, making a report right now. I made a report on the fucking phone, but they gotta come out and friggin' do their thing. But yeah. Yeah, no, I don't play those games. I get the police involved. Other than that, I got nothing. Like, I went out earlier, went to the dispensary. That was cool. Like, you know, like, didn't go overboard or anything. And plan for, like, tomorrow going to the gym. Because I hopefully my stomach will feel good enough to go to the gym. I've been, like, afraid to get too far away from the bathroom the last 2 days. It's not been cool. My stomach's like, dude, I'm not letting you do anything. You ain't going nowhere, man. Like, but yeah, back to the gym tomorrow. Do curl, work on mostly back tomorrow, upper back. And of course, always working on the core. No matter what I'm working on, I always add in core. Thank you for the like, one life, man. Yeah. So no, this is gonna be good. I'll be paranoid for a few days now about who's taunting me because you don't just pull up to your driveway, have some random car in it, and then when you get to your driveway, they back off and take off. Thank you. That's a creepy feeling. So cool. I'll be paranoid for a while now. That's fun. The internet, man. The internet. I just want to play music on this channel and talk to people about fun stuff, art stuff, Star Wars, historical stuff, art stuff, music stuff, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Usually, like, I have a healthy suspicion of everything, but, like, legitimately, someone was in my freaking driveway when I got home, and they just took off when I got here. So it's like, not a pleasant feeling, gotta tell you. I can't speak French. Manu Stefan, I do not speak French. So now I gotta wait for the cops to show up. Yay. That's just gonna be a fucking annoying. I'm like, well, not annoying, it's just a method, it's just a process needs to go down. Gotta tell them what you saw, tell them what, like, whatever. Show them the car type and the picture of the license plate and go about my day. That's all I can do. One thing I learned a long time ago is that, like, I do, yes. Thanks, brother, Elric. I'm paranoid at the moment because I came home and some random car was stopped in my fucking driveway, like in my driveway. And then when I pulled up, my mother and I pulled up, that car took off. So I got the license plate and stuff, but, like, creepy feeling, man. So there's, like, a good paranoia for a few days. Oh, it wasn't solicitors. I don't know what this was. It was something bad. Well, I don't know, man. Apparently I'm talking about something that you enjoy. Ugh. Hello, Roger. So I don't know, man. I don't know. If the person out there who was in my driveway is, like, watching this, I got your license plate. Yeah. Invisible Planets was originally going to be the name of the music project that I was making on this channel. I don't know whether I'm going to keep with that name or not. Instead of going with the Box Ghost, like I've been saying, I might go with I might stay with Invisible Planets and then have Anadonia on the other side. Either way, it works. But that's why Invisible Planets. It's also a actual astronomical term. 3i Atlas. I don't know what that is. Have you noticed? I noticed a lot of things. Not really. I mean, yeah, the Ferrari classes, thank you. Sure, thank you. Oh, come on, I don't do that stuff. No, I don't believe that any extraterrestrial life has been to Earth. Not yet. I do believe extraterrestrial life exists. I mean, definitely. But like, no, I don't think they've been here. The Three Eye Atlas. I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I don't know about it. I haven't read about it. Need to look it up then. Yike. The universe is huge. Infinite, apparently. Which is just like something humans can't really wrap our minds around, the idea of infinite, something that is infinite. Interesting. It could just be a random object, which is more likely that it's like, I'm not saying it's not life or that it's not alien craft. Who knows? Could be. I'm just saying the probability of that is very, very, very small. Like, it would be amazing though to encounter alien life. I think that's the one thing that would bring the Earth together as like one. Would be if there were aliens, like, and they actually exist. It could be, but like that's all theoretical. Like, you know, set of comets from the dust they work up from it being in front of them and stuff like that. Like, there's another star that's out there that like has this weird like pattern of like light then dark then light then dark and something like that, and so it looks like something that could have something like a Dyson sphere around it, but like the sad fact is that like just a Dyson sphere does not make logical sense. Like, I guess, but our planet isn't worth coming to. Like, honestly, if they have the tech to get here, then it's not worth stopping here. Is all I'm saying. Like, we would be inferior to them, so there would be no reason to invade. If the galaxy was going under, then it would be go to a different one. Like, you know. Well, a Dyson sphere doesn't really make logical sense, just in the amount that you'd have to put into it in order to collect the amount of energy that you're looking to collect with it. Also, once you have that energy, how do you redistribute it? How do you get it to the right place? Also, how the fuck are you going to build like a system of either rings or a sphere around a goddamn sun? I can't imagine. Like, I can't imagine something like how long that would take. Like, it would be insane. I highly doubt Atlas. Is it Atlas to the third power? I highly doubt it's an alien probe. If it was to be anything, it would be a probe. It wouldn't have anything on it. It wouldn't have any life on it, but it would be something that would be searching for other things to make contact with. Earth is unbelievably young too, and that's the thing. Like, I don't know, like dinosaurs and other types of early animals. Like, there 99.9% of life on Earth has gone extinct. I'm not sure what makes humans think we're special, but. No kidding, man. No, a Dyson sphere is like an object. Hey, Scratch. A Dyson sphere is like an object that they would build around a sun in order to collect the energy from the sun. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't make logical sense. Like, when it comes to like the amount of money that would need to be spent and the amount of like tech and what's the word I'm looking for? The amount of God damn it. Like, the amount of materials that you would need in order to build that. Like, it's just like, dude, that would take millennia to build. Like, millennia. Like, it would be insane. It would take, like, I don't know. It would take, yeah, that's some crazy shit, man. Like, and some people think that, like, you know, a higher civilization could have that. Maybe. I don't know. It's a possibility. Like, the universe is infinite, so all possibilities are theoretically could be possible, that kind of shit. But, like, you know, we're a type 0. And that would make it technically a type 1, yeah. I know, right? Just build a Death Star already. Also, there's a whole... like, there's a whole thing that humans don't look into, and it's rarely ever talked about, and that's how psychology works in outer space. Like, how psychology works when you're out on, like, a space station or something like that, and, like, literally the closest people to you are 90,000 feet away. You know, or more, like, because you're in the low stratosphere. Like, and apparently, like, people who have been on the ISS have, like, legitimately, like, tried to open the fucking hatches while they're out there in space. That's how, like, they've had to have people hold them back and, like, tie them up till they got their shit straight again. Like, there's stuff like that, yeah, that we don't think about. It's like, okay, so what, yeah, there's claustrophobia. There's the fact that there's silence. You don't hear anything but the instruments whirring around you. The fact that there's no gravity, that fucks with you. We're not designed to be to low gravity. So it's like, if you do decide to make a ship that's going to travel the galaxy, how do you plan on keeping everyone on board sane? Because I see if anyone's played the game Mouthwashing, I see that happening real quick. Like, oh, I see people turning on each other, things going sour, things not going, you know. Sure, you freeze them, but then they're dead. I mean, you can unfreeze them, but they'll still be dead. You know, we don't have the ability to do that yet. It would be more something where it's just like, no, you're gonna live on this spaceship for the next X amount of generations until we get to probably a pre-found planet that has Earth-like qualities, because it has to have completely Earth-like qualities or we'll fucking die on it. Like, even if it has like 10% more oxygen, we'll die. Like, so it's crazy, man. I mean, you'd need a build. Well, warp drive can't work because anything that's made out of a solid material can't travel at the speed of light. So, yeah, your spaceship would have to be the size of a relatively small country, maybe, but perhaps a medium-sized country, and it would have to constantly spin at 1G so that people could actually feel like they had gravity. Otherwise, you lose your fuck. Like, and people need to have jobs. People need to be able to know how to work on, like, certain things in order to keep it functioning. Like, you know, and you can't have somebody lose their shit and decide, I'm gonna kill everyone and go over to a hatch and randomly open the fucking thing. Like, you know, there has to be like 18 to 19 fail-safes in there. And, like, you know, and you'd have to keep guard on it, like, all the time, because you don't know. You don't know when someone might just, like, lose their shit one day and be like, fuck it, we're all going out. Like, and then we're extinct. That's the end. That's all. It's over. Cut it. You know, fade to black. The jaunt. Yeah, warp drive could be dangerous because, like, you're fucking with time. at that point, you know. But like I said, you can't travel at warp speed or light speed, because like you have to be light to travel at that speed, like actual light. But yeah, that's what they're thinking about. Like, yeah, you'd be able to like somehow bend space around the ship where time would pass like in our circadian rhythm, but outside of it, it would travel at the speed of light, or 99.99 times the speed of light, something like that. And like, yeah, that's kick ass, but like you're still like, you know, even on a short journey, like when you come back, people are gonna be old, people might be dead, you know. So you can only travel that fast for so long, especially if like you're still trying to stay like in contact with the Earth, maybe trying to set up satellite systems amongst other planets in the solar system, or other moons in the solar system, where we might be able to get either materials or types of iron or cores or minerals, or water, things like that. So you might have to have something where it's like, okay, you're able to travel near the speed of light for a certain amount of time, you know, to get to these like space stations and whatnot. But you have to remember that once you get there, to you, you've been gone 5 minutes. To everybody else, you've been gone 50 years. You know, so something like that, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like, by the time you get back to Earth, your great-great-grandkid is older than you, technically. Like, so, you know, it would really... there's a good anime that covers this. It's called Gunbuster. And it's really old. It's from the 80s. It's like from when the Soviet Union existed. Like, but go watch Gunbuster, because that show shows you, yeah, the mental like heaviness that takes on people, like in this case, that have to travel and try to find ships that are like stuck traveling near the speed of light. So they have to like try to get in, find something, and then like get out. But you can only stay in these jet streams of like of that for so long. Like, yeah, it's kind of got a Robotech feel to it. Like, they talk about the Gunbuster the entire series. You don't see it till the end. Just letting you know. I mean, it's kick-ass though. But but yeah, no, it's a kick-ass show. And it tackles that idea of like, oh, yeah, like this one girl finds out something when she goes to a ship, and it's kind of mentally like devastating. And when she gets back, people are all, congratulations on getting back, la 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 la, like, and stuff like that. To them, what happened to her 5 minutes ago happened 8 months ago. So to her, it's fresh. You know, so eventually, if like we got through traveling through time and space and stuff like that, age would start getting weird, because it's like, how old are you? And it's like, well, in what? Like, it would be weird, just like, because now it's like, you know, and technically I'm 150, but that's because I've gone between here and Titan both like 5 times, like that kind of shit, you know. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, there's been a condition that the 40K universe sounds like the most miserable, terrifying universe to ever be born into, ever, in the history of anything. There is not a single positive thing about that entire universe. There is not one kind or gentle or soft thing in that entire universe. Like, it is all metal, steel, and doom. Like, it is just redonkulous, man. Like, I've never played 40K, I don't know. The one LARP that I joined was here in America, and it was a Star Wars one. And I got kicked out because my views are a little too conservative for what they were going off with. Justin said I thought Twi'leks were sexy. and I didn't think that it mattered that anyone of any race could play a clone trooper. It didn't have to be a Maori person. But these were people from Seattle, so hyper left, and so I'm a conservative pig. Even though I'm so left, I'm fucking spinning in circles. It's annoying because I was enjoying myself in that LARP. I made my character's background different. I made costumes for my character. I made like 2 costumes. I was making props for the whole thing and whatnot. And it's just like it was the ever-present threat of like, oh, if you disagree with us and don't just capitulate to what we're saying, then the ever-present threat of us kicking you out is going to be there. Like, so it was just a very insular group, and it's not cool, man. Oh yeah, no, totally. That's yeah. Also, oh yeah, totally. Hell yeah, I love costumes. It's a lot of fun. I actually just saw a pretty cool costume on Gumball. Like Gumball was dressed up for Halloween, and he had like this like kind of raggedy witch's hat, but he had like a trench coat, like a World War II style trench coat. Like, and I didn't see what the rest of it is, but I want to look it up. I'm like, dude, that actually seems like a really kick-ass combo, like if done correctly. So I might look into that myself for Halloween. My birthday's on the 25th, so yay, turning 39 soon. But yeah, ugh. It's gonna be a tough haul until the 30th. But it's hurry up and wait, that kind of thing. You like Zelda, the witch from Dark Souls. Hell yeah. I also have a Gumball costume. And I'm going to get some hair dye. Well, I've already got the hair dye. I gotta go get some bleach, but I'm making my hair smoke blue. Because, like, with when you have thinner hair like mine, light colors don't show it as much. So I'm gonna go with the smoke blue, kind of like Rick's hair color from Rick and Morty. But yeah, and then I got like these little cat ears that I can just put on. So I have the Gumball sweater, and I have these gray jeans that I'm wearing right now. I can just wear that if I want to go to a convention or something and don't feel like putting a whole lot of effort into dressing up. Makes life easier. But yeah, I love it. I love Gumball. Like, I'm a grown ass man, and that show is funny as fuck. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I watched Rick and Morty until they got rid of Justin Roiland, and now and then like Dan Harmon. I'm like, no, I'm out. Like, it's because now it's not what it originally was about. And I think people were just disappointed in that what it originally was about, Rick and Morty. It's about nihilism. And in the first episode, Rick says the whole thing. He basically sums up the entire show in one thing. And it's when they run by that thing, then it like ages, gets older, and dies right there. And Morty's like, ah! And Rick just goes, don't think about it. That's it. The whole show is that. It's just don't think about it. This is just the way it works here. And that's what nihilism is. That's mature nihilism. Like, you look at it, you're like, I have the presence of being able to affect the causality of cause and effect. But now it's just, fun games and stuff, which I guess I don't mind, but it's just like, I don't know who the guy is that's playing Rick. He does a really good job. I just don't know who he is. Like, unless that's, they got Nolan North for that. That's really weird. I guess. But yeah. The Gumball's amazing because, one, the humor is actually like hilarious. Like, it actually has some like really funny ass jokes in there. And like for both kids and adults. And the bigger thing that I noticed right off the bat is the absolute crazy amounts of different types of artwork that's in the show. Yeah, it's unbelievably true humor that like kids are gonna think is silly, but like as a grown person, you're like, oh my god, that's effing hilarious, you know? Like, and the crazy amount of different kinds of artwork that are in it. There's puppets, there's claymation, there's animated artwork, there's paper puppets, there's like, you know, like just so many different kinds of artwork put together into one thing, and at no point in time does it feel disjointed at all. It always feels like completely well done and stuff like that. Good for you, Holly. Do it up. Oh my god, Nicole is so funny. I think she is one of the funniest characters. She loves her family so much, and they try her so hard. Like, they just, oh my god, she has the patience of a saint. Plus, I love that her little one, that, like, you know, her first one, it's like, it's kind of, I haven't been drinking. This is Dr. Pepper. Yeah, this is I love that Nicole's firstborn son looks exactly like her, because I've heard that, like, if you're a woman, if you have a boy first, it ends up looking like the boy looks exactly like you. If you have a girl first, it looks exactly like your husband. She looks exactly like your husband. Like, and I've actually seen that pan out like a few times, where it's like, oh shit, that actually has some traction. So I thought that was funny that, like, Nicole, you know, Gumball looks just like his mom, and Anais looks just like Richard. I think that's hilarious. It's not his best friend. That's his brother. Like, they adopted Darwin. That's his brother now, man. Adoption seriously. I'm adopted. Yeah, definitely. Like, Gumball's awesome. But Darwin's his brother. Yeah. Yeah, Richard is the pink bunny, yeah. And Anais looks just like Richard. It's funny as hell. But she's smart like Nicole. Where Gumball looks just like Nicole, but he's dumb like Richard. It's hilarious. The weather outside is weather. Rainy and crappy. Yeah, that's a good word for it. It's gloomy. And I like, it's one of those weird things where it's special New England weather, where like it's somehow cold and humid at the same time. Like, you know, I've got like kind of the air conditioner on in here, but like just to have like cool air, not to have hot air, and it's just like fogging up the windows like crazy. I look like I'm hotboxing my car. It's like the cops or whomever are gonna get here, and they're gonna be like, well, what are you doing in your car? I'm like, that's not what this is about. Stay on target. That's awesome. I wish I had children. I can't afford children or a wife right now. It sucks. Plus, like, I was in a relationship for like 9 years, and like, when you're in a relationship 9-10 years and then it ends and you're starting back at scratch at like 36, and then, you know, 38, about to turn 39, you know, and you know, I don't have a job at the moment because I've suffered so much fucking brain damage, and my my anxiety disorder becomes so bad that holding down a job is almost is so unbelievably difficult that I have not been able to find them no matter what. But I keep trying, because God forbid I go on disability or anything like that, because then I'm a leech, right? Like, but So I guess I don't have much to bring to the table when it comes to like being like in a relationship with me. I have the most caring heart you'll ever find. You can come live in my house with me, and I'm loyal as fuck. But yeah, no, I don't think about it too much, honestly. Like, it's something that I mean, I think about it quite a bit, but yeah, right. Don't think about it. Like, it's something I try not to keep my mind on too often, but it's difficult. My dad set a bad example as far as being a dad. He was great for when I was little, but then when I got too big, he just, you know. So now I worry about, am I too old to be a dad? And it's like, and I'm constantly reminded by life that it's like, no, dude, no. Like, but you get in your own head, you know? Like, you get up here and your brain starts being like, but you're wrong, right? You know that, right? Like, thanks, man. Yeah, I think so too. Like, and I'm loyal. I have never, ever, ever, ever cheated on a partner. Ever. And I was with like one girl for 4 years, one girl for 9. Like, and one was stupid. I should not have been in that relationship. The 4 year one, I was living a lie that whole 4 years. I have never been more miserable than those 4 years. Like, but then the relationship afterward, the 9 year one, it started off so great, but it ended up in such a co like just a toxic relationship that was completely codependent on one another and like drugs and stuff. And then finally that stopped, and now 4 years clean, I'm turning around again. Finally starting back to try to go back to school. And yeah, my dad was proud of me, definitely. He just never really knew how to say it, or and he was never bad. He was just kind of absent, like, and not in the sense that he wasn't around, just like he emotionally wasn't around. Yeah, but we all got our thing. We all got our deals. But yeah, that's the thing, Kat. That's the mantra I follow. Just keep on going. The only way. Well, one thing that I look at is like getting older. Getting older is the side effect of not dying. Like, you got two choices. It's like, well, you cannot get older anymore, but that requires shutting the lights off. Like, so it's like, okay, I'll keep living and I'll take I'll take the hit that I'm not going to be as pretty my whole life. I know I'm not as pretty as I was when I was 20. I'm probably not even pretty anymore. Like, but I used to not pull ladies, that's a terrible term, but women used to find me quite handsome. Probably not anymore. Yeah, it's strange how separation struggled with showing emotion. Yeah, I mean, yeah. My dad was also born in like 40, so like legitimately like so my Vata, my grandfather, he was born in 1890. So like, and he didn't have my dad until he was like older. So my dad had nobody to like show him how to be a dad. Like, and looks or behavior, they're both extremely important. Looks are gonna get me first. Your behavior is gonna keep me there. Yeah, isn't it? Like, my dad was born in 1940. And he like, I don't know. My parents stayed together way too long when they couldn't have kids, and then they adopted me. When I was born in 1986, they adopted me in 87, at the beginning of 87. So I've never known anybody but my adopted parents. They are my parents, But like, well, my birth father was born in 76, so there's that. So like, because my birth parents were 18, But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, my mom and her older brothers like have this massive, Like, so yeah, like, so I don't worry about it. I'm like, you know what? My father, even though he was like an older man, he acted like an older man, he acted old. And it's because he was small, he was weak, he was bony, he was like fragile. So he never learned how to fight and then stand up for himself. And Vater, it means father in German. I called my grandmother Mutter, so there it is. My grandmother wanted to be called Mutter. Like, even though I think it's because grandmother in German is Großmutter, and we didn't feel like saying that. Like, so we just went with Mutter, and my granddad died before my mom even met my dad. So, like, I just assigned him the name Vater, like, which is Vater, and it's father in German, yeah. Yes, kind of, No, like, I mean, it does a little bit. Because my dad had no muscle, he doesn't have any fighting experience, so he was afraid when he got that adrenaline rush. And this is gonna sound so fucking stupid, as a man, you need to be able to fucking deal with that adrenaline rush of fear. And my father couldn't handle confrontation, and you have to be able to handle confrontation. Bist du Deutsche? No. No. Nein, sprechen die Deutsche. My dad never taught me any. Because my Vata, he never taught my dad any. Even though he was right off the boat, and he had a nice, Palatine Rhine. I'm afraid I don't know what that is. There's a Palatine Rhine. I don't want to mispronounce it. No, I agree. It's not that I'm saying he was emotionally weak or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But he was fragile, and he didn't really show how to stand up for oneself. And as a boy, your father needs to show you how to do that. Yeah, if you're snapping at the slightest of inconvenience, that shows massive emotional insecurity. But my father was different. He got really messed up by my grandma. Like, when my grandfather died, I think she kind of like looked at my dad as like a replacement, like, for my grandfather. So he got a lot of the expectations that my grandfather had after my grandfather died. I don't know. My dad didn't share a lot about his life with me. He didn't talk a lot about that. But yeah, I mean, so I had to teach myself how to be tougher. But once I learned how to fight and how to take care of myself and whatnot, and how to be in charge of my emotions, it's really nice. Dad's passed away. No. At least I wouldn't know. No, they didn't. No. Nope. When my dad was a teenager, my Vata didn't take much time with him or my uncle either, which is why my dad didn't take a lot of time with me when I was a teenager, because he just didn't know how. And I'm like, I'm not going to be that. So I took lessons from my dad on how not to be in certain situations. It's just what it is, PTSD will do that. I got smashed across the face with a bat, and that caused a whole lot of PTSD. I got beat down by like 6 people, and it ended with me getting smashed in the face with a bat, and that caused PTSD. And now, like, no one will help me fucking treat it. They just like listening to you talk about it, as far as therapists go. And like, so now I'm hyper vigilant all the time. It wears the living shit out of you. Like, it just makes you exhausted. And I can't compare mine to what somebody in Iraq went through, but, you know. Well, it was a drug deal gone wrong. That's what it was, yeah. I'm all about full transparency. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean... Okay. This is a hot take. Part of me thinks therapy might be fucking useless. And that's someone who's been in therapy since I was 13. Now, the only reason I say that is because there's only so much you can tell your story to somebody that's not going to help you get through it, but eventually the system is just like, oh, BT dubs, we're going to move all doctors around. So now you have a new doctor that you have to completely find a new vibe with and try to get close enough to them that you feel that you can share that deep shit again. Like, you know, and then by the time you do connect with that doctor, they move them around again. And that's not even me dealing with the fucking veterans assistants. Like that, like the Veterans Association. Like I don't even want to think about that kind of shit. Like the veterans deserve better care than I do, and it's ridiculous. I've done heroic doses of LSD, and honestly, it didn't do anything. It was kick ass. Like I didn't go anywhere in my head though. I just had the awesome visuals everywhere. It was so cool. It's like seeing life with like the with like high specs turned on. Yeah, like I'm glad my primary care doctor has known me for a while now. Even I'll admit he doesn't pay enough attention. Like he's good. He has my best interests on the lookout there. He does, but like he has the ability to assign me to a doctor that can, you know, sign that I'm on the that I have autism spectrum disorder, because I've had it confirmed by like 4 different therapists, but they can't do anything. I've had it confirmed by 3 of my friends who have autism, and I've had it confirmed by my cousin who has autism. So it's just like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, how much paperwork do I need to get together for you to fucking send me to a doctor so that I can have a slight ability to maybe get on disability and afford life a little bit long enough to find a fucking job? Like, oh my God. And then I've got people telling me, like, you know, oh, you should go out and get a job. Thank you. That's, wow. Like, thank you for that info. You have liberated my mind from a cage of ignorance. My God. Like, no shit, dude. It's like I've turned in fucking, like, 62 job applications. 62. 62. Like... And you know what's even worse? I haven't heard a fucking word back. Not even a thank you for sending in an application. We're not looking for people at this time. Literally just nothing. Like, it's ridiculous. I think so too. Autistic people, I get along best with other autistic people, because I know at no point in time are they bullshitting me. Because I know I don't do that. The truth just makes more sense. Lying doesn't make sense to me. That's good. A little bit of pure gold. It's not useless. That's it's necessary. You know, you need someone to help you sometimes, because sometimes the weight of the world just is a bit much for all of us at times. Yeah. Yeah, that happens quite a bit. Yeah, like I'm what's known as like I took a test when it was still called Asperger's, like, and that test said that like I'm high functioning as autism, like, but just under high functioning. So I'm what's known as, I guess, a phase 1. Oh, the cops are here. Hold on, I'll be back. Oh shit, they'll probably need the pictures. I don't know if this will work. Live again. Live again. La, 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 la. Thank you, Elric. It is. I'll be right back to it. Yeah, I didn't want to talk to the cops in front of a live stream. That seems a little much. I don't like having my mom on live stream either. Privacy. But I love my mom. Hugs. That's all you get. Anyway. Dr. Pepper or Fiji? Fiji? Dr. Pepper. What do you think? Anyone? Hey? Yeah. Good call. La 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 la. Yeah, if you're gonna dox my house and come to my house, I'm going to take a picture of your license plate number and, give it to the police. I'm not gang, okay? I ain't about that life. Jeebus. You all have my best interests out in mind, and I appreciate that. I am in the USA. Yeah, okay, I'm glad you mentioned that a little bit of gold. Yeah, like it's weird. We focus on weird things. Like one of my dad's favorite memories of me was actually like an incredibly yeah, I try not to. That's why I don't go inside. Like I play my music at the piano and whatnot, but all you're gonna see is like me in the hallway, and I'm like, that's all I show. And people are like, show off your room, and I'm like, why in the name of Christ would I do that? Like when I finally like remodeled the basement, yeah, then I'll do it. Then I'll do it. The point being is that, like, I can't say what I would do to a doxer if they come to my house, because it's not, I can't say it. Like, but like my mom's here. Let's just say, in my head, when you come to my house, my mom's here. My mom's my best friend on earth, and she's helping me rebuild my life. The rules change. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm saying on that. The rules change. Any hoozles. Good call on the Fiji. I just got like the biggest bottle I could. I was just like, we're just going ham today. I drank too much soda. That was the problem. I've been like really enjoying the soda. Well, I hope they do too. Soon enough, I'll have probably next month or so, or within the next couple months, I'll have a laptop again, which will be really nice. I'll have Ableton reinstalled. I'll have the new version of Complete installed, and all of that will give me the ability to make the music for Anadonia that I really want to make. And It has more of a kind of psychedelic sound. Hold on. Presto changeo guitar. Anyway, yeah, like honestly, dude, yeah, cops suck. I do not like the cops. Like I don't like on the best of days. I don't like cops. I mean, I really don't like cops, but I do know how to interact with them. Like, but yeah, Anadonia has more of like a minute. See, Anadonia has a bit more of a spacey sound to it, and it uses a lot more guitar. So there you go. Yeah, it's very different from, fuck it. The Box Ghost is going to be rock music that I make. The stuff that's on piano and drum machine, I'm just going to keep it as Invisible Planets. It makes this channel easier. Anywho, so there you go. You just watch me make a decision. So if Invisible Planets gets big as a group, you just watch me decide that that's the name I'm going to stay with. Using what? Oh, the guitar? You too, Floyd. Or are you saying good evening like good evening? Like, well, good evening, Floyd. Okay, alright. Okay, I started playing guitar when I was like 13. But I started playing drums when I was 8. And I started playing piano when I was 7. So I was not allowed to learn guitar until I learned piano, and by the time I was done learning piano for a year, I decided I wanted to play drums. So I took drums for 10 years of like fucking lessons, and like got like I was the #1 drummer in my city for a while there. And then I started going to school outside of my city. But yeah, so then like at 13 I like picked up a guitar and I just started kind of fiddling around with it, and I have made albums. That's the thing. I've made several albums. There's songs floating all over the internet that are mine. If you look up like I think it's Stone Panda, that's one of my projects. Messages of Ennui, that's Messages of ENNUI, that's ENNUI. You can find us right here on YouTube. We were huge like about 10-15 years ago. Like we got really popular. I think the cop might be back at my house. They are. Alright, I'm gonna turn this up real quick. Sorry, see, paranoia. Paranoia. It was just my neighbor. It's just my neighbor. Thought it was. See, now I'm fucking freaked the fuck out. God damn it. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live like this shit. I lived like this when I was doing fixing shit. I don't need to do this again. Ugh. But you need to get to studying, cat, instead of talking to my dumbass. Hey, bro. How goes it? Thank you. Could I eat? Could I eat as in, like, eat this? Thank you, cat. Self-love, right? Wait a minute. Ooh, banana kush. Mmm, delicious. This is toasted cinnamon crunch. Toasted cinnamon crunch, sorry. I know it looks like I did cocaine. That's not what it is. It's fucking allergies. It makes my nose itch. It's a pain in the ass. Hate it. Yeah, this is I think it's like 83% THC and like 91 TCA. Like, so it's some, that. It's delicious. I get it because it tastes absolutely delicious. It tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I love it. I get that. A lot of the ones that I get are hybrids, so it's hard to tell anymore. Um, because it's like I got diagnosed with general anxiety disorder, which is such a like bullshit name for what it is. Because like the like general anxiety disorder sounds like average anxiety disorder. That kind of is like the idea that it puts across, average anxiety disorder. That's not what it means. It means that like your baseline of emotions and feelings is always that of at an anxious state. Like, and it's effing exhausting. Like, so I'm in that, and so I got prescribed this stuff for like just keeping my quality of life and just keeping things good. Yeah, my ex had BPD, and someone with BPD being with someone with autism is difficult, to say the least. Like, yeah, but that wasn't her fault or my fault. Okay, that's illegal, Caden. They can't fire you because you have BPD. That's a violation of the HIPAA order. Like, you could sue them for that. Like, I'm not even bullshitting. They're not allowed to discriminate based on any sort of medical diagnosis. They're not allowed to do that. That's very, very, very fucking illegal. Um, there was a movie about it called Philadelphia with Tom Hanks in it. Do you understand how hard you guys are to deal with? No, I'm kidding. Like, as someone with autism, I understood it. It was like, okay, all right, you're having a moment. We got to get through the moment. We'll get through this moment. And then in the next moment, when you've snapped out of your thing, you're going to go back to normal. And I know that. Like, and once you're on the proper medications, everything kind of went back to normal. But, like, she would take her medications and she would drink a bunch of liquor. Like, so immediately rendering the medication completely useless and bringing out all of the worst signs of BPD all at once. So it was just like, great, this is great. I love having you like this at my band's fucking show. Oh my god. She was like a big chunk of why Messages broke up. We were gonna be huge, man. We were gonna be fucking huge. Our producer was the bassist of Weezer. And she fucked it up. Cool, Caden, go about it that way. What up, Elric? Yeah. If you look up the music videos for Come Undone and Buddy Holly, the guy on the bass, that's Scott Riebling. That was my producer for my band's first single, My How the Impact, which you can watch on our, if you look up Messages of Ennui, it's on my old channel, which I fucked up the name on. Like, so, yeah, just look up Messages. There's a bunch of, like, of our stuff that's up and other shit like that. But yeah, Scott was our producer. He pulled me aside a week after we recorded, and he was like, "Hey, man, I just want to let you know that I've been working on your song like all week, and I'm still not tired of listening to it. You really shouldn't stop writing." And I almost shat myself, like legitimately. Like I was like, "Dude, I've been listening to you since fucking middle school, and you just told me that I'm a good writer, like." Total mindfuck, like absolute mindfuckery. It was crazy. Nicest guy too. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. Dude, you have no idea, Elric. I would go back to 14 and do it all different. Everything. I would do everything different. Every fucking thing I would do different. I lost the love of my life because I was a fucking moron. Like, I made piss decisions when I was in my 20s. I ended up a drug addict for a wicked long time. In just bad relationships that shouldn't have stayed in. And now I'm fucking 38, about to turn 39. No kids, no wife, no job, no car. Like, but at least I have a house and dreams, and I'm getting my teeth put in, and I'm getting my music equipment replaced, and so it's all on the up, It's just that, like, shit, man. If a girl asked me what I brought to the table, I'd be like, sweetheart, you're lucky if I can bring a table. Like, oh. Yeah, yeah. It's not too late. It's not too late to. Yeah, yeah. Like, as long as I'm not dead, it can always get better. You know? Like, it's like, because I look at the Flaming Lips and, like, shit, the guy that wrote, the Scott Man. Skip it bum ba dum bum. Bum ba dum. I'm the Scat Man. Bee ba 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 do boop. Ba 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 do boop. Bee ba 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 do boop. Ba 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 do boop. He wrote that when he was 52. Like, so it's like, it's never too late. And the Flaming Lips, they got popular with, like, the fight song and stuff. But that was, like, their 5th album in. Like, and they were in their 40s. Like, so, I mean, it's never too late. Ever. And I still love the Flaming Lips, by the way. Yoshime Battles the Pink Robots Part 2 is fucking amazing. Fight song's amazing, like, as well, I thought I was smart, thought I was right. I thought it better not to fight. I thought there was a virtue in always being cool. So it came time to fight. I thought I'd just step aside, and at the time would prove you wrong. And that you would be the fool. I don't know where the sunbeams end and the starlights begin. It's all a mystery. I fucking love their stuff. Like, Boomtown Rats. Never heard them. Very good. Cool, though. I've always loved the Mighty Mighty Bosstones because they're from Boston. Like, so I love them. And, an obscure band I think that I know would be, Jupiter Sunrise. They are like a kind of grungy sounding band that was around when I was in high school. And you can still find their song Cherry Wine up online, and I love playing that song on the piano or on the guitar. Like, I love that fucking song. Like, and I met the bass player when I was at the mall back when I was in high school, and he was like, "Hey man, do you want to hear my band's playing at this place where everybody used to play back in the day?" And oh yeah, I love punk, so I'd give him a shot. I'd check him out, absolutely. I'm never about turning down music. Excuse me, sorry. I was thinking about my voice today, completely off the topic. I was thinking about my voice today. I'm like, what the fuck does my voice sound like? I'm like, I feel like I sound like Tom Waits mixed with something else. Because like Tom Waits always used to talk like this, and I do have a tendency to get like nasally when I talk. But I don't know, man. That's awesome. I know Johnny Fingers. Um, yeah, I've heard of him. I've heard of Johnny Fingers. Okay, maybe I have heard of them, but I haven't heard them. I'll check them out though. Ireland is like the place for some fucking kick-ass punk music, because boy howdy did they fucking have a reason to make it in the 90s. Like that's why the Cranberries were so goddamn good. Cuz they were singing about the Troubles. You know, they were singing about like really like English soldiers going onto Irish streets and just fucking killing people, man. Like, so I get why like Southern Ireland had such big beef with England or the UK. Mary of the Fourth Form. Cool. I'll check it out, definitely. A secret love of mine is The Cure. I fucking love them. Friday I'm in Love is like one of my favorite songs. I really liked the like a secret love of mine was The Killers, until I found out they were all Mormons. And I was like, oh, never mind. Like, so that was the end of that. But, yeah. Other than that, I don't know. Like, I'm so focused on making my own stuff, and I'm so caught up in, like, the that I'm having with not being able to, that I haven't been able to focus on a whole lot of music recently. So I've been like, the last song I really, the last album I really fucking loved was Gautier's. Like, with somebody I used to know. There are like 4 or 5 other songs on that album that are so much better than that song, and actually like are unbelievably good songs, like just insanely good. He doesn't look like Jesus, but he talks like a gentleman, like you'd imagine when you were young. When you were young. Yeah, give all that music back to your church, Brandon. Jesus fucking Christ. Bunch of goddamn Mormons. It did. And then I realized that they were pretty much industry plants. It sucks. I'm like, no wonder all their shit was fucking perfect. Like, fucking Mormons, man. I love when they were performing on, like, I don't know, Top of the Pops or some shit. And like Christopher Hitchens like called out Brendan Flowers on like Mormonism being a grift, like right to his face, right before the Killers performed. I'm like, that was the best thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I know Bob Geldof. I know that name. I've got to know who the Boomtown Rats are. I must have heard them before. There's no way I know 2 members and don't know the band. That's fucking kooky. I know that name. Yeah, I didn't know that. But I know the name, definitely. Oh, Pink Floyd. Poor Sid. He had a lot going on up here. Too many drugs too, plus that, just Lost his shit. Nice. Yeah, I'm not that deep into the. I don't know. Like my pit of like music knowledge goes down a weird well, in a sense that I'm a big fan of Skinny Puppy and Ministry and let's see, Him, big fan of them. I also like Camelot though, and Dragon Force. So just like I'm all over the fucking place. But I love Johnny Cash too. So I'm all, like I said, all over the place. Smashing Pumpkins, Bush, like two of my favorite bands right there. Yeah. I suppose I could play one song and then I gotta call it a night on streaming. I'm not good at this. I cannot make it fucking God. Can't make a career out of this yet. Ugh. Jesus fuck. Oh. Something smells yummy. Hi, Satala. There's my girl. Hi, Satala. Sid Barrett, there it is, yeah. That's Satellizer L. Bridget. Yeah, she's my baby. She's a daddy's girl. She doesn't seem it right now, but that's because she loves this bed. And I honestly don't think she likes being on camera. Like, I think she knows camera and doesn't like it. She's my second kitty. And my first one's Bastet. But, yeah, they're good kitties. They're my girls. My girls. I've got felines on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got little kitties. Well, you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl. Yeah, that's my song for my cats. Sushi. Sushi fish. God, I'm such a weeb. Watch anime, eat sushi. Have a preference for Japanese women. Yeah. See you next time, guys. Yeah, it's probably time for me to go too. Alright. Cowboy Bebop, hell yeah. High School DxD right now I'm watching a lot of. Just because it's fun as fuck. Space Dandy was kick-ass. Outlaw Star Wars also awesome. Right along the same vein of like space and cowboy stuff all put together. But yeah. Alright guys. Be safe. That's the most important thing.